Rookie here. It's the Pat and JT podcast.
Pat and JT podcast.
All right, so we need to go through some texts to 402-403-9478. And Julie Cornell's in studio with us from Channel 7.
No big deal, right?
Hi, Julie.
Hi, guys.
Nice to officially meet you in person.
To see you.
I know, this is crazy. We were talking, I think the last time we were in the same place was Shakespeare in the Park years ago.
Right.
And we were both there doing introductions, or one was doing one and the other. I can't remember how it all worked out, but that was the first time that we'd been face to face. And then since then, it's like, I feel like
I'm
I
just
know
kind of
you.
mesmerized now because I'm hearing your voice and I'm seeing your
Yeah.
face.
That's weird, right?
Really fun. It's like
Oh my God, that's where it comes
a
from.
real person.
Yes, that's crazy. I can't believe though that in all the years, seriously, that we've never had a chance really to sit down and talk.
I know. It's, well, you know, we're both very busy. We're
Yeah.
in the same business, but different.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I can see our paths are very similar.
That's
but,
the problem. It's they're more parallel than
Right.
so
Yes,
they don't
that's
intersect.
true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's weird when you see somebody, either hear them on the radio or see them on TV, you feel like you know them. And so when you meet them, you feel like there's not that awkward kind of because you feel like you know them already.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I felt that way when I met you guys today.
Yeah.
Give me hugs.
Right? That's the first thing I did was she's like, it's like, do we hug or shake hands? And we're like, they'll just hug it out.
I know. I went in with the hand, hashtag me too. I don't want to screw anything up. I just went in and she
I wrapped him up.
Yeah.
Did you see the deal the other day, Meghan Markle? And she was at some kind of a charity event. And the person who coordinated it, they were introduced, or she came up on stage, introduced Meghan Markle coming up on whatever, not the princess, but you know what I mean. Introduced her to come up and went to curtsy. And Megan goes in for the hug.
Oh, did they bump heads?
And
Oh, no.
Like, it was
awesome.
It was all kinds of awkward. And it was like, oh, okay, just fist bump and be done with it.
Just knuckle it
Poor
out.
Megan, she's going through some stuff right now. I feel
is.
so bad for her. You can just
She
see it on her
is.
face.
I
Yeah.
think they did that interview not too
saw
long ago.
that.
And she was very honest about how hard it's been. And the palace is not happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because she's...
I have a feeling she
warts
doesn't
and
care
all,
what the
she just
palace
kinda
thinks. I think she is
That's
one of
why
those
they're
doesn't
moving
care.
to Africa.
Right. What do you do when grandma's mad? You move to Africa.
Not everybody has that opportunity. But,
Right.
But yeah, she's kind of like warts and all. This is what's going on. But
right.
she was
very kind about it, and she didn't say it in
Yeah.
so many words, but it's got to be hard.
got to be hard.
Yeah.
And the way she deals with the press is so different than what the royals, because she was Hollywood celebrity.
Sure, it's the American way.
As opposed to royal celebrity. And so everything's not scripted.
That's true.
And she just
And
kind
she
of...
wasn't protected before. Mhm.
No, exactly. She's had to fend for herself. So yeah, it's been a bumpy ride for her.
And
no
it's hard
doubt.
being a new mom too.
On top
Yeah.
of everything
Yeah.
else. And then he's a prince.
I mean, yeah, you got a lot
Wow.
going on
Yeah.
there.
Who's not married to a prince?
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
We're
Shout out
gonna-
to Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
By the way, his birthday was just the other day.
He just had a birthday. The cake was on fire.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel that.
I got to ask now, do you call him Bill or is it Billy?
So either way, I go either way. If I really want something, then it's Billy.
Yeah. And he's like, what?
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
So, and we want, definitely before we're done, want to talk about the whole sleeves phenomenon with
Okay,
your husband.
yes, we
that's
will.
And
that's
how
on
it-
my... That's
Is that on your list?
That's on my short list. I got a short list over here of things to chat about. Yeah, you wanted to let's get to
There's
a
some
couple
text
texts, but
messages
we
here,
have to
yeah.
Okay.
address some...
Sounds good.
Well, there's some things we have talked about in the last few episodes. One of them being the fact that I accidentally, for the first time in my life, peed in my closet when I was sleeping. Sorry, Julie, to drop that hammer on you. But I did. My wife had to wake me up screaming because I wasn't even drinking. Nothing. I just slept. I'm not a sleepwalker. I just woke up in front of my closet and I was peeing
It
on
was
my
your
workout
closet,
clothes.
not hers.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well,
Yeah.
if it had been hers, she already told me
It would have been over.
it was right. I was right aimed up with her shoes. Oh, it would have been a bad deal. So luckily, it was only my workout clothes, which are water resistant.
Okay, that's good.
Water resistant.
Yeah. So we got a lot of
What,
text
they
messages on
wicking,
there.
or is that? No,
They-
what was it? One of the guys, he said, congratulations, welcome to the club. Except most of us guys did this in our 20s when we were hammered.
Yeah. Right.
You were just out of it?
I was just tie. I guess, and I remember a little bit. I remember her waking me up,
Screaming.
Yeah, like, that's disgusting. And her parents were in town. Her dad and her stepmom were in town staying with us. The first
embarrassing.
time they ever,
Oh,
one night,
no.
first time they ever, and they didn't hear anything
Yeah.
but she's like, as soon as I wake up, I'm telling them.
Did they go to a hotel the next night?
No, they left. It was only a one-off. Anyway.
They went to Africa.
That's it, right? That was it.
So got a text that says, in reference to Pat's closet activity, and I don't know who this is from, but anyway, 3239 are the last four digits.
Okay.
One time my mom had to stop me from walking outside to go to the bathroom while I was sleepwalking. Thanks for always brightening my day. And you're a sleepwalker.
I am.
You used to be anyway.
When I was a kid, I was a sleepwalker, and I woke up outside.
Oh no!
Between the garage and the barn.
Oh
right?
no!
And I wake up and I'm on the path, and I'm just like, that's why I wear pajamas.
Good call.
Just gonna say.
Many reasons to wear
Did you grow out of it?
I did.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I've done it, but there were times where I'd wake up on the couch, or when I went to bed, I fell asleep on the couch, but I woke up in bed, and I don't remember the transition in between.
Geez, that's
And
scary.
It really is. It's like, okay, I navigated the steps.
It is weird.
I managed to, and don't remember any of it.
Did your
at all.
parents attempt to lock you in or anything?
They honestly, I think that most of the time what happened, because dad was gone a lot. He was driving truck, right? So
Okay.
he was gone, and so mom was there, and I didn't usually tell. I was like, because I didn't
Oh, you're
want to worry
embarrassed?
anybody.
Oh.
You know, I was the only kid,
Yeah.
right? And so I just didn't tell when things like that happened. I just swallow it. Just stuff it down. The shame.
She's
the
telling
shame.
now.
Yeah, right. And mom's probably going, "What?" Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Never mind. It was all good. Yeah.
Okay, another one from, again, I don't know who it is. Anyway, it says, oh my gosh, just listen to Pat's embarrassing story. I laughed so hard because I only thought of telling the story of my husband is because it happened when they were camping at Platte River State Park. We stayed in a cabin for the weekend, so it wasn't even their house, which is a good thing. At first, I just woke up, found my husband standing in the corner of the cabin in the potty stance for men, she says. And immediately started yelling, "What are you doing?" He, like Pat, was obviously out of it, but in his defense, everybody's been drinking. I wasn't drinking. I was a bit drunk. Thankfully, he did not. He did not pee in that corner as I thought, because if he did, it would have gotten all of her clothes all wet. But like Pat's wife. Must have been wife's intuition why she woke up.
Right? Something just woke her up. Said, "Stop him! Stop him right now!"
And then another one from Beth, not my Beth, another Beth, that said she just downloaded Toon Blast because of me, and you need to create a team because my team is full. No big deal. Do you play Toon Blast, Julie?
I don't even know what that is.
I just figured it out
Okay.
last weekend.
Okay.
It's a game
Oh,
that
okay.
he plays, and he has a team with 50 members.
It's maxed
And
out.
right, so no big deal. you can
You're
say.
popular.
Right? And so he's got
We're
his
a successful team.
right, and the team name is Rusty Justice. That's his go-to name, his pseudo. Rusty Justice.
Okay.
And I tried to get on, and it was full. And so
Oh, even you couldn't get in?
No.
You got to know somebody.
Oh.
I have to kick other people out, and I can't do that because they're all good top performers.
Top performers, yeah.
All of them?
So, right, yeah. So I've got a few people that have been sending me notes with this, saying, you got to get a team together.
I'll start your own team.
And I said, well, I need a name for the team, and the ones that were sent to me were inappropriate. Thanks, Fremont Fred. But we're not using those, so we're going to come up with a team name, and we've had some people wanting to play, so we'll get a team put together.
So you and Bill need to download it. It's a fun game. It's a good time waster, and then you can.
Because you have nothing else.
I am
no-
so bored.
Right. Good point.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, you have 3 kids.
We do.
Yes.
We have a 19-year-old. He just started college, and then we have 16-year-old twin girls.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with the 19-year-old going off to college.
Yes.
Far away or close?
So he's a mile from my house. And I miss him so
oh
much.
my God. That's awesome, though.
He did come home for dinner the other night, and he kept getting up to leave. I said, sit down. Like,
Yeah.
he was done eating.
where
He
you
was going to
going?
go. I know.
I'm full. See ya. I don't want to eat anymore. Mom, come on. That's awesome. So what's he going to college for?
He's studying engineering. Yeah,
Nice.
he's an engineering geek. He has built things his entire life, and he's in the perfect place. He's in a really great program. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we're really proud of him.
Now, twin girls.
Yes.
What? So does I'm
they
just
are very
wondering-
different. They're fraternal. Maddie and JoJo. Maddie's blonde and sassy. JoJo's brunette and just as sassy.
Yeah.
But they're kind of competitive, but they're very different. One is a swimmer, the other one's a runner. They wear the same size, but they won't share clothes. You know, that kind of thing.
That typical
that kind of
stuff,
teenage
yeah.
girl stuff. Yeah.
I remember seeing Bill at swim meet a few
Yes.
years ago. Sophia was a swimmer as well. She's not
Okay.
anymore, but yeah.
Yeah. So JoJo's really into swimming, and she wants to swim in college. So the recruiting
wow.
process has already started. They're juniors. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's great.
So we're kind of in deep with that right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, okay, so twin girls. They're 16. They're both driving, or they
Yes,
want to, or
they share a car, and
So
they
they
have
share
to
a
share a
car.
car.
yeah, so
'Cause
they
you guys
fight
are
about
probably, I'm sure,
that.
making them share a
Oh,
car. versus
absolutely,
making
you
them share a car.
guys.
You know what?
That's
I
right, two
remember
cars.
we had. I remember there were twin girls. They were a few years ahead of me in school, and when they turned 16, they each got their own car. It was the same exact car, but they were two different colors.
Okay,
That's pretty funny.
Right?
spoiled.
Yeah, totally spoiled.
Right. That's what everybody. Yeah, it's like, whoa, come on, man. You know,
And they're probably going to the same place,
right. And they lived literally a quarter mile from high school.
Oh my god, they could have
Totally
walked.
spoiled. Oh my
Totally
walk.
could walk across 2 yards, backyards,
Walk.
and
You're there. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. So they're sharing a car.
Yes,
Is that working so far? So
I
good?
think so. One does more of the driving than the other, and so the other one is a little mad about that, but it'll be fine. We'll just get. I just want to get through this next 2 years.
Right. But as soon as the
gotta
first
be.
kid started driving, Bennett's driver now, my son,
Okay.
and he has his car and everything, and it was a game changer for just everything. From
Yes.
him being able to take himself places to work, to school, but then also take his sister places and stuff.
You
Isn't
probably
that
felt
nice?
that with your son too. When
He was
turned
very helpful.
16.
Yes.
Yeah.
He helped out a little bit.
Kind of a.
But at the same time, you're like, then you're scared to death because they're all in the same car together.
Yeah,
and,
true.
Yeah, that's the truth. Oh gosh.
He almost got in an accident the other day.
Really?
And when I say accident, for him, he takes one little tiny thing and blows it up into a big thing.
Sure.
He was in a parking
Where do you
lot.
learn that?
I don't know. the internet, I'm sure. Yeah, he was going like 5 miles an hour in the parking lot.
Okay.
And he pulled up on this car and he goes, I thought the car was moving, but it wasn't. I almost hit it. Like, how fast were you going? He's like, well, just like coasting. Like, and
Is he super careful?
Yeah.
He's very
Yes.
careful, and like if he messes up, like he takes it really hard. He doesn't want people to think he's a bad driver. I'm like, dude, you're fine. You're gonna be
fine.
okay. Yeah.
Absolutely, you'll be all right. Yeah, I had an accident not too long ago. This year was that year. I'd never had. Knock on wood.
We don't have
Matter
any.
anymore. I don't even know
We
if it
don't have any.
matters.
We don't have any wood.
I hadn't. I've been in several accidents in my life, but I've always been hit.
Okay.
So I had my first 2 that were on me
2 already?
this year.
Oh no.
This year,
Yeah, way to do that without a job too.
right?
That's awesome. Good timing.
This is awesome. But yeah, the first one was like off ramp, and somebody was stopped in front of me, and it was like, okay, time to go. And I looked back, and it was time to go, and I started to coast forward, and he didn't go,
He wasn't going.
and I just
oh,
bumped,
no.
kind of like what Bennett did, but I bumped him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like $3,000. I mean, just one crack in the.
no.
It's crazy the way cars are anymore. You crack one thing.
That's it. They totally. Yeah.
Everything underneath is shattered, apparently. So then the other day I was on Bob Boozer, and it was raining a couple weeks ago, heading north, and a deer jumped
On
out.
Bob Boozer?
Yes.
Oh no.
And I was going probably about 30,
Okay.
and I bumped her like right square
Like you're
center.
supposed to. Right.
Bump, and I just
Don't veer for deer.
Did
no.
not veer
Don't
for the
do.
deer.
Ooh, that's catchy. Did you make that up, or is that like a?
Is that a Game and Parks thing?
That's Game and Parks. Oh yeah.
That's brilliant. I
Love
never
it.
heard that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's true. Yeah, you can't
Right.
swerve. And I hit her, and she kind of bopped off the front of the car and scrambled just a little bit, and then stood up,
Looked at you.
and then went the other
Just
way.
give you a
and
finger.
Basically, yeah, I got a hoof. And thanks a lot, lady. And but there were no
Damage?
cars coming the other way.
Okay.
About 4,000.
Oh, jeez.
But I have insurance.
Oh, thank
I have a
goodness.
super high deductible.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So they did a great job. Shadow
Put a-
Lake, I'll
can you
give
put
it.
a giant bumper
I want
on
to put
it?
it one of those cattle guards on the front.
That
I'm
would be
thinking
awesome.
that might be what I need
Yeah.
to do on the old Jeep. Just put that in front. But I do have to give a shout out. Shadow Lake Collision. There, Fernando is the guy down there, and he took great care of everything. They always get done sooner than they say. So
Having a great car guy is like having a doctor.
it is.
Yes.
I mean, you know that you don't have to
trust them.
worry, and it's just like you can just call them.
And they're not going to screw you over.
No.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
make sure that if you have a rental, they make sure everything's taken care of. And
Yes,
he just
that's what you want.
takes care of everything. And yes, it is a lot off your plate. And so I can just deal with the fact that I have a high deductible.
So now you're driving and you're wearing a lot of bubble wrap and things like that.
I got to get that cattle guard. I got to, whatever that's called, whatever that's called. All right. So let's go back here. I know Pat brought this up right before we went on because he has a lot of things he wants to talk about.
Well,
Where do you want to go? Where do you want to start?
Okay, so your husband, if people don't know, Bill Randby is your husband.
Yes.
Chief
He's kind of a
meteorologist.
weather
from Tucson,
guy.
Kind of a weather dude.
Weather geek.
Yeah.
And his big thing is, I don't think it's his big thing. It was created. People created this
I
for
remember
him.
when
But
this happened.
when there's severe weather, intense stuff going on,
Yes.
he's on TV, and the more intense it gets, he'll go from full sleeves all the way down,
Yes.
unbuttoned, and then rolled. And the farther the sleeve gets rolled up, the more intense the situation.
It's true. And it was a natural thing that he did when he was covering severe weather. He would roll up his sleeves because he was hot. He took his jacket off. He loosened the tie. Because, you're kind of in the moment. You're talking nonstop for an hour, hour and a half, and it's intense, and you're reading the radar as you go. And
you aren't worried about what you look like.
no, and he really didn't think about it. But people started to notice that when the sleeves went up,
There's
that
a
it got
correlation.
serious.
Yeah.
And so then it was some ad agency in town, they made a little chart and they posted it on Twitter, and it was the sleeve-o-meter,
So awesome.
and it showed the different lengths of sleeve and what it meant.
That's great.
And so then he really had to pay attention to, is this appropriate to roll my sleeves up? And then my girls would be watching him during severe weather, and they'd call him on it, Dad, your sleeves are not up. And so, because some people would only look at the sleeves and then decide whether to go to the basement or not.
Right?
So it is
His
a real
sleeves
thing.
are up.
Yes.
Let's go.
Grab the cat.
Sleeves are up. It's going to hit the fan,
Yes.
So, yeah.
It's
I love
awesome.
the
it's a real
social
thing.
media that started to. They had Bill Randby sleeves.
There's a
Was it
Twitter
the
account,
Twitter
Bill
account?
Sleeves. Yes. I regularly speak with Bill Sleeves. There's also a Bill Randby likes weather better than sex fan club
Awesome.
on Facebook. I follow that
God.
page.
Good for you.
Yeah. So I want to know what they're talking about.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So when he was like intense stuff around the house, disciplining the kids, angry, would he ever walk into the bedrooms and start rolling the sleeves up? And the kids would be like, oh my gosh, it's getting real. Maddie, get out of here.
I gotta start thinking. Wait a minute.
It takes a lot for him to blow his top. I mean, he's a really calm guy.
That's
I think that's
cool.
why he's just really well suited for his job.
Yeah.
He's so calm during
That's
that
what
severe
people
stuff.
like about him.
Yeah.
Is because he isn't over the top.
He's
Because
not.
some of them. And I'm not
They get
gonna-
caught in the moment.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
not just in this market. There are other markets.
everywhere,
as well.
yeah.
They get caught in the moment, and they'll either get mad at viewers because they're not paying attention to me, or they're trying to, it's like, I can't answer you on social media right now. That
Right.
kind of, they
Right.
get
They're
frustrated.
sweet. Right.
Right.
Or they get so hyped up about, oh my God, to just see it and just getting all into it.
Right.
And you're like, I want to hear somebody who's got the voice of reason.
Right. Yes.
And can tell me what's going on.
Right. Tell me if
and-
I should go to the basement.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can feel a little bit better about, okay.
Right. I don't want to be scared to death because I'm
Yes.
already nervous about it. Right.
Exactly. He does really well. Now, did you guys both start at Channel 7 at the same time?
So we did not. We came from a station in Jacksonville, Florida, and Bill was offered his job first, and I came here without a job. So it was
my gosh.
kind of a
How
leap,
hard was that?
leap of faith. It was hard. We had just been married a couple months.
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't promised anything. I came here. I interviewed at all the stations.
Yeah.
Nothing was happening. I didn't know anybody. We were
Sure.
living in a new town. I was in an apartment by myself all day, and there was severe weather, so we were staying late every night.
Oh my gosh.
But eventually, something opened up at Channel 7, and I became the nightside reporter, and then the morning anchor, and then the 5 o'clock anchor, and then 5, 6, and 10, and so it just went from there. And now it's been
That's
27 years.
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
27 years.
It doesn't even compute.
You guys have lived here for 27 years?
Yes.
That is crazy, right?
It is. No, I hear
Unbelievable.
you because we get to talking about, it's like we were all darn near 20 years during our morning show. And it's like, how did that happen? Because it doesn't feel like
Not at all. I know. It doesn't.
not even close. I was wondering about that. When you left then for a while, how hard was that?
So they offered me the chance to work part-time for 8 years. I felt like I wanted to spend a little more time with my children.
Sure.
The girls were starting school. And otherwise I wouldn't see them at all. I'd see them at dinner time. It wasn't hard because they offered me this great deal where I could work part-time and do like a story a week and special reports and documentaries. And so I could just go in and out like my own time frame, grab a
Nice.
photographer,
Man,
go in
that's
and write.
awesome.
I let them know
Yeah.
when my stories were ready.
Keep your chops
I
up.
was
And
super flexible. My kids didn't even
Yeah.
know that I worked. And I feel
Right.
like I did some of the most productive work of my life during
That's
that
cool.
time. Yeah.
Probably because there wasn't like that deadline.
Yes. Yeah, it was kind of it was
every day.
my pace.
Yeah.
My pace.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
It was fantastic. So I'm really grateful for that chance to work that way.
I bet so. And so back to it now. Back to it.
My
ready to rock.
it was so odd how the job came open again. Brandy Peterson was anchoring and wanted to spend more time with her children and wanted a different shift.
And you kinda like,
I was kind
I've
of looking for something.
been there, done
full-time
that.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Bill said, you should apply for your old job. I'm like, what? And then Melissa Fry, who was doing the 5 o'clock, she kind of wanted to change the schedule too. And our morning anchor left at the same time. She said, you should apply for your old job. I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah. And it was perfect.
Yes.
It's great. It is what it is. When it comes to the people that you listen to, whether it's radio or TV, you do have your favorites because you do develop
you have a relationship
you
with that
do.
person.
Yeah.
That's what's so funny. We were talking about that with podcasting's the same way. It's like when people are listening, and they listen, whether it's a business doing it or whoever's doing it, they get to know the people and they're doing the work, developing the relationship. And then when they do get to meet the person, like Pat said, all the
already
awkward stuff
there.
is already
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hi, oh my gosh, it's nice to finally see you in person. You know, you already know each
Yeah.
other. It's a cool feeling. It is.
So, Julie, over 27 years, what are some of the big things that you've covered or things that have happened
Gosh, you
that
guys,
that you pop
every
out?
day just like is a challenge.
Yeah.
I think the things that stand out are stories about people who make these amazing transformations. I've been witness to 2 brain surgeries. One guy had surgery to implant a device to fix his Tourette syndrome.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing. We got to follow him through that transformation. Another young lady had surgery to stop seizures, and I was at the table and the surgeon showing me her brain.
How
as he's working.
incredible
It was
is that?
So
Oh my God.
amazing.
Yeah.
So just the opportunities to witness
The
you know,
access.
yes, the access. And then
Yeah.
to be able to have that person's trust to be a part of this really sensitive
Yeah.
time in their life when they're going through something and to share it with other people to give them hope.
That doesn't just come immediately. That's something that
No,
you
you
already
build it up.
you'd built that,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
already
work on
trusted
it.
you to come in, and that's why you got the access is because of what you've done before. And
That's
people
awesome.
want to have somebody they know that they can trust their story with,
It's true.
and not
then-
sensationalize it. And,
right.
and
Just
everything.
lay it out there. I don't have
Yeah.
to add any emotion. You bring all the emotion already. I just add the words in between and tell your story.
Exactly. That's cool. That is. Now I got to ask about some of the other. Okay, let's talk about
Okay.
Rob.
Rob.
Oh man, this
Rob's a legend.
isn't he?
Yes.
In his own mind.
That would be his favorite joke of the day.
I just thought hashtag
He
dad joke.
is the best dad joke generator.
And it just comes up from nowhere. It's like, oh.
Oh my God. You see him and you can't help but smile, but there's also that you're like, oh geez, you did it again.
Yes.
He doesn't quit.
Yeah, it's just hiding back there, waiting to emerge behind those big eyebrows,
He's ready to get
the
you.
brows.
And he's got the smirk. Yeah.
He's got the smirk. He's got the sparkly blue eyes and great sense of humor and super smart and witty.
Yes.
He knows a lot of people. He gets great interviews.
Yes. Absolutely. Was he here before you started?
He
here?
started a couple months before me.
Wow.
But it's at the point, and I'm sure you guys feel like this too, where you're talking about something, you can finish each other's sentences.
Yeah.
You know when she's got to clear her throat, right? Like, and you have to take over. It's
Time
like
to think
it's
of
like a
something to
dance.
say.
It's like a dance. It's your work husband.
It's
you know?
true. We just did our very first presentation yesterday. And it was for a group for the marketing association here in town. We were talking about podcasting. This is the first time we did it. So
How'd it go?
It was our first PowerPoint. Also.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
I think it went really well. I don't know. We haven't heard any feedback. Well, we did from a few people, I guess. Actually, we got to talk to some people afterwards. And that was the first time that doing something like that in front of a small group of people, there was no microphone. We were just in a room about 25, 30 people, and then had our with that, I put together the PowerPoint.
Was it nice? Was it sweet?
I did all right. I used Google Slides.
Okay, good.
It worked.
Hey, whatever works.
And then I had
Did you make it very visual?
And lots of good stuff to look at, and had him send it to his wife to. Like,
She approved
proof
it? Okay.
She proved it.
Okay, good.
But that was kind of like that because it was a type of performance, like doing the show. Because it's not like we can take a break or start over, or anything like that. And we had to keep the ball
And a
rolling.
live audience. Yes. Yes.
That was a new experience. That's what that
Did
was.
you like it?
I did.
It was fun.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got winded a couple times.
No way.
Time to quit talking, Jill. I'm going to go over here and have a drink of water. Like, just hold on, shut up, go do something else. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it was a different environment.
Are you gonna do it more?
completely, So I hope so.
Good.
Yeah, we're working on a couple other things that are coming up after the first of the
Good.
year.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So, all right. so
Anything else? What else is on your list? You have a whole list of stuff. That we're
I did.
talking
That was
about.
that was one of them. Definitely was that I wanted to talk about Rob in particular, just because he's such a joker. And is he like that all the time? Like at work, are you guys like in breaks? Does he give you a hard time, or is he?
He does. We have the most fun during commercial breaks. We do. Sometimes we have to stop ourselves from laughing because, we got to be serious now.
Okay, so how does that? Before we ask this question, on tomorrow's episode, John Oakey's going to be on.
Oh, John.
Yeah,
my
so
God.
He'll be on. So I love John.
Yes.
So when that situation comes up with you guys, and either somebody says a word wrong or just something catches you funny, I don't know how, because when we're on the radio, we can just do it because we have the freedom to do that. But you're sitting there talking about a story that's either serious, sad, and something funny happens. How do you do it?
we laugh. Yeah. I will pinch myself not to laugh.
like,
I'll
not
bite
right
my
now.
lip. I mean, it's like being in church, and it's the most hilarious thing where,
Oh
you know.
my gosh.
You just do what you can to get through.
Yeah.
One time we were on the air and I was reading and I felt this like tickle in my nose and I knew I was going to sneeze. And I said, I think I'm going to sneeze. And Rob said, okay. And he stopped and looked at me like, instead of like taking my line, he's like, let's watch. And then it passed, and then we went to commercial, and I slapped him. He was like, come on, buddy, help me out here.
I love that. That's so funny.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I know that feeling. Man. I know that feeling. And he'd do the same thing. I'd be like, okay, hold on, I'm going to sneeze. And he'll go, okay, we'll wait.
Well, it happened yesterday at our presentation.
It did.
You went this whole slide, do this whole presentation, and then I'm supposed to pick it up at the end. And like at the end of this little section, she looked at me and I said, well, I agree with all that. Ditto. I had nothing else to
You've
say.
got nothing?
Nothing.
Help me out here.
Nothing. Like that was all on point. I have nothing to add.
You are so thorough.
It was
Yeah.
no help.
It was very thorough.
Were you even listening?
Probably not.
And that's why he's zoning out.
I don't know what you said, so I don't know what to say next. Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see who else. Oh, let's go back to hobbies and stuff. I know you're really athletic.
I love to work out. I
Yes.
just feel like it's really good for my brain. And I exercise every day.
What's your favorite exercise? What's
So
your favorite
I'm all over the
activity?
place now. I started with a lot of kickboxing about 8 years ago. I teach kickboxing and strength training at a gym.
Really?
And now I added some circuit training at another gym. And then we have this great little setup in our basement. So every day I do something.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The
I just feel
kickboxing
like
thing.
it's empowering. It keeps my weight down. Clears my head. I mean, there's everything good about exercise.
The head clearing thing is the big one for me.
Yeah,
I
it
try to
is.
go every morning, and I didn't go this morning, but I try to go every morning, and you feel
Okay,
you feel
just-
so
and-
good when you're done.
Yes.
Can I say testament to the fact that you didn't exercise this morning? What else didn't you do?
Pee in the closet. Well, it's true. 3 days in a row.
Now, why didn't you?
Because I got up and I was tired.
but
I
if
got up
you-
but
just
normally
get
but
there.
I know my alarm goes off at 4 o'clock. I get up, take my vitamins. I have a granola bar. I sit. I wake up, and then I go.
But
and I
did
do
you
that
do
every
all
day.
that?
I did.
But
I
then
just
you
was-
got up and you're like, I can't.
I was just feeling. I just like I don't. My
is
hip
that
hurt.
why you forgot the deodorant?
Oh, I tried to.
Oh, you
my
also
deodorant.
forgot deodorant?
Yeah, maybe.
So are you pitting out?
I was, but I went to Target and got new
ran to
deodorant.
Target.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I love this shirt. I didn't want to ruin it.
He said, just so you know, I forgot my deodorant today. I was like,
You told her?
I did. Well, but then she goes, "I got some in my truck." I go, "That's kind of gross."
he
though.
says, is that gross? And I said, yes.
Well, is it a stick or a spray?
It's stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, gross.
It's gross.
Yeah, spray. You're right. Spray wouldn't have been. I should have asked that because spray wouldn't have been gross, but stick would be.
I was
gross.
like, you're not getting my secret. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's not going to happen. Not
Yeah,
a
I did
chance.
forget that. Yeah, I did forget.
Pat, you smell like Secret.
I do. I've used Secret before. Clinical with Dove Clinical or whatever. My wife uses that. Or
You've
my
used
daughter
hers?
does. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Does
I have no
she?
boundaries on things like personal space. Like I'll use my. I don't care if
That's
I
why
use
he
people's
asked me if I thought it was
toothbrushes.
gross.
Yeah,
He was waiting to see if she says okay.
So you would have been okay with it.
I would have been fine with it. Yeah, I don't care. But my son had to tell me not to use his toothbrush anymore.
You were
Because
using his
I
toothbrush?
have but here,
Isn't there something wrong? Dental hygienist.
I'm
Isn't
sure.
there something wrong with
Did you
that?
soak it in mouthwash
No,
first or
I
something?
did.
You
I just don't
used
care
it?
about that stuff. I just don't care about that stuff.
Did you tell him that you used it?
He saw me using it, and he saw me using it. But the times before that, I would just dry it off with a towel. but here's the thing: is that I see.
Are you done with that floss?
Now that I said that out loud, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
But I did.
Beth right now is
But-
going, oh my God.
Because I don't want to wake up. I get up so early, and I don't like. I don't want my schedule affecting other people. So just because I get up at 4 o'clock like an idiot and go to the gym, not everybody in the house has to wake up.
They don't want to hear you, right?
Right. So
No.
if I don't want to stumble back through the bedroom and go back and get my toothbrush on. So I'll just
Okay, so
the
you're
bathroom
trying
is
to be
out. I'm trying to be
polite.
respectful
Okay.
and polite. Right.
Do you take a shower at the gym?
No, at home.
You come back and take a shower.
But
everybody's up by then, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I get there right at the end. Right when I get in the shower is when Beth's alarm's about ready to go off. So it's cool.
Good timing, yeah.
You could wait and not use somebody else's toothbrush
No.
until you come back.
I could not go to the gym without brushing
have
my
a
teeth.
piece of gum and go.
I could not. There's
couldn't
no way I
do
could go.
that.
Mm-mm.
You can maybe put a toothbrush in your gym bag.
Right?
That's a good idea.
He used to at our other office that we had.
I did
we
it
didn't
today.
Have,
Brush my teeth here?
yeah.
Yeah, I just did
But
it
we
today.
did you in the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because we didn't
Did
have...
you use her toothbrush?
mine's in the car. I'm like,
Keep it locked up, man.
right, not a chance. No, in the other space, we've talked about this. In the other space we had, the bathroom was for the whole floor. And so you had to leave your office space to go use the restroom. And here we
So you
have
had to
a
carry it
restroom,
with you. Okay.
Right?
Yep.
So he didn't do that. He would wash his teeth in the sink that was in our kitchenette inside.
Yeah, and got in trouble for that.
Because there was toothpaste on the silverware that,
Right.
that wasn't mine either,
But it-
that
right.
needed to be washed.
But in the same
Oh,
sink,
is it
though,
still in the sink? Ew.
But in the same sink, though, we had people that would spit like pour tobacco in there, like spit
Oh,
tobacco.
that's
I haven't
nasty.
seen
See,
that.
I just
Who did that?
one time somebody
Okay,
I'm sure
maybe
somebody
one time.
probably did.
That
But
was
but
that's
teeth
that's
is
two
clean.
wrongs.
It's disinfecting.
Two wrongs do not make a wrong.
I admit the brushing your teeth and spitting it on silverware is disgusting, and I did change.
Like, can you mind taking that to the other room?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So yeah, my
this-
personal my boundaries. I don't because I don't care about that stuff. So I
Right.
assume other people don't, and it's not like
not true.
double dipping. I don't like
Yeah, don't double dip.
right double dipping using a
Do you double dip?
100%. I double dip.
I won't share my ranch with
I
you
double-
anymore.
Now, if I'm like at an office place or whatever,
Okay.
I wouldn't double dip. At home though, I double dip all day.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. All right. So in other news, let's see what else. Update real quick on the kitties. I adopted 2 cats yesterday,
Oh, what are their names?
Bella and Dexter.
Oh, cute.
So actually, it was Tuesday night.
Are they related?
They were
Litter mates or no?
not litter mates, but they'd grown up together.
Okay.
So they're 5 and 8 years old. And so I got a note from the Humane Society today on Twitter. They sent me a little thank you for it because they'd been there since June.
Oh.
And they were worried
Yeah,
nobody
that's
was
crazy.
ever going to take them. And I said, honestly, I went in there for a different
You saw 'em right away?
pair. I didn't. I saw there was a different pair. There were
Okay.
little 5-year-old brothers. Because I have a
You wanted 2.
I wanted 2 because I have a German Shepherd puppy at home.
Okay.
He's 1. And he's had a cat.
I saw he had a gas problem.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't know what.
He asked you for a cat.
he actually, I had a cat when I got him.
Oh, he had a cat.
And so he had a cat and that kind of helped raise
So
him.
you got one for him and one
Right?
for you.
Now I do. Because the other cat passed away because he was really old.
Aw.
And so that was sad. And so I was like, he'll be good with cats. So I wanted 2, though, to handle him. And then when they're home by themselves during the day, they'd have a
Have
puppy.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah, but not kittens. So I
Okay,
thought,
yeah.
okay. So I see the 2 that I wanted, but it said no dogs. They'd prefer no dogs.
okay.
So I'm like, dang. So I turned around and there were the gray cats. And I was like, okay, what's your story? And so they're 5 and 8, and but yeah, they're super sweet.
And they're doing
but
good?
They're warming up right now. They're in the laundry room,
Okay.
which is really nice.
Is that what you're supposed to do? Kind of keep them in a space?
Yeah,
at
let
first?
them
Okay.
acclimate.
Okay.
kind of before they haven't met the dog yet.
Okay.
they're just hanging
Taking it
together. And so I went in there, and first I'd go in there, and they'd both be behind the dryer. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
cool.
they're hiding.
That's all right.
Oh.
We'll get over it. So then I put some catnip on a toy, set
Okay.
it out there. Next thing I know, I'm hearing noises down there, and I hear a little bell.
Oh,
which
so
is
they're
one of the
playing.
they're
That's good.
playing.
Okay.
And so then I went in this morning, and Dexter let me pet his head.
Wow.
Oh, that's
So-
a big step.
Yeah,
That is a big step.
Head scritches. It was good. But the other one, yeah, Bella's behind
Still
the toilet.
hiding?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's just looking at me.
Bella's behind the toilet.
like, she's like,
Like, nah.
I'm all right. You just keep moving. So we're making progress, but they're eating fine, and
That's
everything else
good.
is doing
Yeah.
good. So so thank you to everybody that mentioned them in the post. I appreciate. I really
Love the
appreciate
Humane
it.
Society.
I do too.
Yeah. That's
I
the
do
place
too.
to get your animal.
It is. There were so many. There was a cute little kitten I wanted so bad, but he was probably maybe 4 or 5 months old, probably about 4 months old. Maybe he's just a little bit too small for what
Okay.
I was hoping for, and so noisy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he would just sit there and just meow meow.
I
meow.
love cats that talk.
Talking.
I love Molly and Addie
Oh.
talk all the time. You ask Molly a question or Addie a question, she'll meow back
Yeah.
at you. It's awesome.
Cat talks to you?
Yeah.
See, and cats
It's
only
great.
speak to humans. It's for humans that they talk, except for growling.
Yeah.
Because the cat noises that they make, they don't do it to other cats.
Yeah, that
They
makes
don't, They
sense.
don't go
Interesting.
meow, 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 meow to cats.
That makes
they,
sense.
they either or meow.
Yesterday when Beth got in, she drove in the garage, walked in the door, and Addie was sitting right there. And as soon as she opened the door, she goes, meow, like a long one. And she
Where have
does
you
it, and
been?
then- And she walked up the stairs, turned around, and meow. And so that's the sign you got to follow her. 'Cause
Yeah,
something's,
okay.
something's
Something's
amiss.
amiss.
So followed her, and she'll toy with her. So she'll stop by, make her go a few feet, turn around, meow, and follow her. And her water only had like a quarter of an inch
Oh
of water
my
in there.
gosh,
Yeah.
so smart.
Yeah.
Super smart.
She does it with
I
food too. She'll
love
wake you up in
it.
the middle of the night when you can see the silver food everywhere. They eat down the center, and you can see silver at the bottom. Panic. Meow. What? Yeah,
So
like
you
she-
mix
Oh, they
it
don't
up?
like the ring?
they don't like. They think the food's gone. If they see
Oh.
the little silver down there.
Or it completely has to be covered?
Yes. Yeah. OCD.
I had no idea.
Just like mix it up a little and say,
Take a spoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys
That's
have pets?
funny. So we just have a dog, a Bichon Poodle mix from the Humane Society. Biscuit is 13 or 14. They don't exactly know. Biscuit, yeah.
I love it.
But he's this curly, naughty poodle mix. He loves trash and underwear and laundry. And I cannot break him of that, you guys.
Why do dogs like underwear so much?
Oh my
I
gosh,
know.
it's disgusting.
It is. It's awful. And
I have
it's
to
just
lock
like,
him up.
It's
It's
gross.
true.
Yeah.
We had one of the girls had written the other day something about their dog. They're looking for the record of socks that their dog can eat and then throw back up on the couch.
Oh,
And they're at 3 as a max. But then she said on the other side, I can't wait till, or what was it? Until
Mackenzie or Emma or so. I can remember.
her daughter figures out not to leave her socks on the floor so
right.
she doesn't
She
lose.
won't have any left.
Right.
Yeah, eventually. The supply runs short.
It's
Yeah.
crazy though, the things that they'll go after. It's like you've got to keep everything up high, out
Yeah.
of reach.
And eat it. Like that's their default. They eat it.
And I don't know why.
get it.
Which brings you back to one of the comments about I think their son was like 7 or 8, and we're listening to the episode where you were talking about the dryer sheet.
Oh, right. With the my brother's dog that ate the dryer sheet and pooped it out and only came out halfway, so he had to
Pull the rest
he had to
out.
like zip line it out of his mouth. Yeah.
Ooh, like the ATM machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like at Hy-Vee when the receipt doesn't come out
I
fast
was
enough
thinking
and you
like
pull
a
it and it stretches.
clown.
Yeah, it's just like
Maybe there'll be and a red one and a blue one
with
and
the
a yellow.
rivet. The scarf.
he said it was more like a ripcord because
Oh, that's just nasty. Oh,
Oscar ate about
Dryer sheet.
about half a pound of mulch and a pencil, and he ate a straw.
why?
Yeah, straw, and it came poop all the way through. I don't understand. Oscar's special though.
What kind of dog is it?
I don't even know. He's might be a Bichon. I don't know. Not a Bichon.
Is he big? How big?
The other day I said I didn't know, and then I got grilled at the family party.
Curly and white?
Yeah, but short hair.
Okay, yeah, could
Well,
be
just
Bichon.
because he's groomed. I don't know. I don't know.
and you didn't pay attention.
He's a hungry dog.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know what to
Either
Google.
way,
Mike's
it's
dog.
hungry.
I don't know what to. I'll find out.
Oh my god.
White dog who eats straws.
All of them.
God. All right. So what have you got coming up? You got any events you're going to be out and about, or anything happening? Or how
This
people
is
can-
it, you guys.
This
you
is
were on my
awesome.
calendar.
I love that. I do. I love it so much. I'm so glad that you came by, and I'd love to do it again.
Thanks for the invite.
No, this has been a lot of fun. If people want to follow you though, where's the best place to find you?
So I'm on Facebook, Julie Cornell KETV. I'm on Twitter, Julie Cornell KETV.
I
I'm
got
on
her on
Instagram.
Twitter.
I don't use it so much.
Yeah.
I only Snapchat with my kids because
Yeah.
it's the goofiest thing ever.
Do you have any streaks going right now?
No, I've let them all die.
Yeah.
Do you have streaks going?
No big deal. I have a streak of 6 days with my niece Addison.
6 days is
And
pretty good.
And I can't get streaks with anybody else because they would not do it. It'd be embarrassing if they had a streak with their dad. So
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, or-
When did they outgrow that?
well, we'll find out as soon as Addison outgrows it. Doesn't want to do it anymore. I don't know.
Keep the streak going.
I know. I'm trying.
Have you ever
I
even
tried.
tried? You've never tried a streak with me.
Oh, I didn't.
Are you on? Are you on Instagram?
I am.
Oh.
I have never posted anything.
On Snapchat? You've just
I'm on
used the
Snapchat
filters. Yeah.
and I'm on
Snapchat, okay.
I'll do,
on
we'll-
Instagram.
we'll-
Yeah.
We'll do a streak. I'm good with that.
The Snapchat I'm all about just because of the filters.
Yeah.
That's
The
fun.
filters are amazing.
So fun. The baby filter is
Mm-hmm.
creepy, and the filter that makes you look like the girls look like guys.
Yes.
Or that.
That one is very creepy.
Holy smoke!
Yeah.
Yeah, real creepy.
Yeah. Super creepy.
All right, so get a hold of Julie. Get online. You can follow her. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Julie.
Pat and JT Podcast. A Parkville Media Production.